Happy New Year's. Welcome guys back to another video. It is your boy man Globalize123 here guys with something completely different this brand new year guys. So I've been a game developer for like 7 to 8 years now, and I've been developing a lot of stuff, but I haven't really posted it, man. But this video, bro, is gonna just be completely different. It's gonna be completely new, you know what I'm saying? This is a development video, and sorry for the voice guys, a little bit of sore throat. And in this video guys, I'm gonna be showing you guys how to use Roblox Studio in 2026. So they updated their studio and there's a lot of new stuff that you guys don't know about, man. So I don't want to waste any time and we just want to get straight into the video, you know what I'm saying? So as y'all see, I'm already in Roblox Studio here guys, and I'm just gonna tell you the first thing you want to do before you go into studio or create a new experience guys. This is really important. So before you guys do anything, you guys want to go to your file and you're gonna want to go to studio settings. So once you go to studio settings guys, you're gonna go down into rendering, right? And the editor quality level. Now this is important guys. So sometimes your studio may be moving slow, or you may have a low-end PC and it's moving slow guys. If you guys don't have a high-end PC like me guys, you're gonna want to take this level all the way to level 1 and your Roblox Studio will run smooth. You won't have any issues loading in. But because I'm a high level, I'll just go to level. Okay, looks like they even added more levels, so we're just gonna go to level 21. Why not? Let us go to level 21 and boom. So once we enter an experience, or graphics will be out of this world. So level 21 is for like really high-end PCs, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna go on to the important stuff of the Roblox Studio, the new changes, all of the development, everything that you need to know to get started with. So hope you guys like and subscribe, turn on that post notification, you know what I'm saying? I need you guys to be locked in with me, be focused, you know what I'm saying? This is really an important video. You guys want to take this video seriously, man. So here we are guys, we're in studio, we are in Roblox Studio 2026 tutorial, man. So let's get it. So first of all, we want to go into file right here at the top right here, and the most important thing you guys need to do, you guys need to go into game settings right here. And when you go into game settings, you want to save to Roblox guys. Now this is really important, you know what I'm saying? You guys don't want to start building in, you know what I'm saying, and you guys haven't saved your shit to Roblox. Your studio could crash and it could really become really annoying, you know what I'm saying? So you just want to save it. So I'm just going to save that as unit, why not? And we're just going to save and wait for it to load. So the importance of saving, in case you guys run in an issue, you know what I'm saying, and you guys been building in the base plate, it be a virus and it could really lose all of your data. So that's the first thing you want to do when you get into Roblox Studio. And here we have unit right here, we have saved unit right here, as you can see. So now we have this place saved in our Roblox Studio. So first of all guys, the next important thing, you want to go into game settings again guys, and this is your basic info that you're going to fill out about your game. And you got monetization here, and we have security. So really important stuff, but the most important stuff we want to go right now is to security, man. So you're gonna allow HTTP request, you know what I'm saying, and you're gonna enable Studio Access API services. Now this is really important, that when you're doing scripts and whatever, it could load to the server. So you guys want to make sure You guys have those tick. You guys could maybe turn on the, I would advise third-party sales. Third-party teleports are important as well. That's for advanced developing, man. So that's the second and most important thing you need to do, guys, for Roblox Studio. So now you guys are ready, and now I'm gonna be showing you guys how to use the home page, man. So we have our selector here. We're able to move our mouse. If we right click our mouse, we're able to move around. It's simple stuff, man. So we have the move, we have the scale, and we have the rotate. So right here, we're gonna just spawn in a part right here. We're just gonna spawn in a block, and once we spawn in the block right here, we're on a rotate right here. So as you can see, we could rotate the block to whichever side we want. Scale, we could make the block bigger, lawn and whatever. And we have the move. If it wanted to move in a straight line, we could have it moves in straight line back and forth, just like that. Simple stuff. And the select is the most important one. You could move it with your mouse and whatever, put it wherever you want. So yeah, that's some basic stuff now, guys, and we're gonna move on to just important stuff. So the next important stuff you want to check is the Explorer tab, guys. So we're just gonna show you a rundown of the Explorer tab. So we want to open it right here. Hopefully you guys don't get confused with saying, what the hell is this dude doing? What is all of this? So the Explorer tab, guys, is really the important part of Roblox Studio. This is a really important part, and the workspace now is where you're gonna build your game, and we have our part here that we added from right here, which we can see in the workspace. So this is important to know, so everything that you put in the workspace, it will be shown in the files here in the workspace. So we have players right here, globalize 1 2 3, that's me in the game. If you have other people in the game, you will see them here as well. And we have lightning, this is the sky. If we remove these, the skies will be removed and all of those stuff. So network and clients, we got replicated storage, we got server script service, we have server storage, starter GUI, starter pack, starter player. So I'm gonna give you guys a rundown of just the basic stuff that that's gonna be really important. So we're gonna start off with replicated storage. So this is for commands. So I'm gonna give you an example. So we're just gonna head over, we're just gonna kind of close this in. I'll let you guys understand the toolbox right here. So we're just gonna go to, we'll get to properties shortly, but we're just gonna go to toolbox right here. And what we're gonna do in toolbox, we're going to type in just system. And when you type in system in toolbox, you're gonna be showed lots and lots of system, guys, that you could put into your game. That is free assets. Some systems I do not recommend. I would say you guys be very careful of the type of systems that you add into your game, because you guys don't want to get any type of virus and all of that. So we're just gonna go right here, we're gonna type in system. So we're trying to type it in here, but Roblox is a bit glitch. For some reason you gotta like double press. It's in beta mode, so it is what it is. So we're just gonna type in system right here, and we're gonna be given lots of systems. So we're just gonna wait until this load up, until we get our systems loaded here. Man, I just had a big lunch, guys. I need a belch. All right, so we're back. So sorry about that. So we're just gonna be using a system. So we're just gonna use all right, let's just use this, the full custom inventory system. Why not? This gives a custom inventory. So we're just gonna add that to the game, and I'm gonna show you guys the important stuff of the replicated storage, the server script service, server storage, starter GUI, and all of that. So custom inventory. So when you guys get systems like these, it would just say ungroup in starter GUI. So what is ungroup? So to ungroup, you guys could, there's many ways you could ungroup, but the best way to ungroup, right, we're gonna drag this file to starter GUI down here, and once we drag the file, we drop the files in starter GUI, and we look for the ungroup, and boom, there you go, you have your custom inventory in the starter GUI. And as you can see, it comes up on the screen. So the starter GUI is basically for the screen, you know what I'm saying? So that's one way of how these items are worked. So once you drop that, you could either drag it in or drop it in or ungroup it anyway, as long as you see the starter GUI in here just like this, you just know it's working. So we're just going to look for another system again. We're just going to add in a sprint and run system here, you know what I'm saying? So once we added that, we're going to press OK, right? And you go sprinting system in the workspace, you want to press that, and as you can see, boom, put in starter GUI, sprint GUI. You're gonna put that in starter GUI, boom, sprint. So that's how you use the starter GUI. You know, I haven't seen any systems for replicated storage, but as you know, get these systems in your game, you want to delete these from your workspace. You know what I'm saying? That's important. You don't want to keep them in your workspace. So we're gonna look for a more advanced and complex system. For example, this car dealership system. Let's add this car dealership system to the game. You know, car dealerships are really complex. You know, it's really hard. So guys, how to put each and everything in the right order. So you have the car dealership right here. You know what I'm saying? It's really free. I think this system came out a long time ago. Yeah, I remember the system coming out. So this system now is going to have replicated storage and all that. See, so this system, it has replicated storage, server script service, starter character script, starter GUI, and workspace. So just giving you an example, guys. So these are how some systems comes, you know what I'm saying? So for replicated storage, you want to put the car dealership system right here. If we open it again, we're going to see all of these commands, but you guys want to ignore that. You know, this is a starter guide. You guys ain't going to add this, but we just want to get this system working. So you're just going to follow the instructions. So we're going to take this, maybe we could ungroup it in it, but it's more faster this way, and we're going to put this in replicated storage right here. And server script service, we're just going to open it again. We could just do that, copy all of these, or no, let's not copy, let us cut. Sometimes it gives problem. You guys could just highlight it like this, give it a sec, and alright, see, sometimes it gives issues like this. So, you know, to just make it, you know, more fast, we're just gonna cut the whole file and put the whole file in here, and we're just gonna ungroup it. You know, sometimes it gives problem like that, and we're just gonna ungroup. Alright, put that in server script service, bingo. And now for starter character scripts, car dealership system. Starter character scripts are fine in the starter player right here. So you have starter character scripts, starter player scripts. We're just gonna cut that and put in starter character scripts. We're gonna paste that in there. And starter GUI, we have another starter GUI. We're gonna put the starter GUI inside here. Boom, car dealership system right there. And we have the workspace. So the workspace is like the whole model that is highlighted right here, as you can see. So we're just gonna put that in workspace. So we just wanna cut it from the car dealership file, and we're just gonna paste it into the workspace. And once we paste it into the workspace, we want to ungroup, because we don't want the file saying workspace in workspace. You guys don't want to do that mistake. And we're just gonna ungroup. All right, so we got the Roblox car dealership and the parking lot. So I have those two added, and we're just gonna delete the file now, car dealership system file too. And you know, to make it easier, you guys could just read these stuff as well. It shows you guys what to do, you know what I'm saying? Just read the system whoever made these systems, you could just read. So it's made by Madrian. You're getting shout out, Madrian. Good job, he made that system. So yeah, just read. Sometimes they come with setup instructions. You just follow the instructions and setup. And this is basically, you know, the most important part of using Roblox Studio. You know, this is really the most important part when it comes on to systems and all of that, you know what I'm saying? So this is really the most important part of Roblox Studio, you know, putting the files in the right place and not but now debugging and errors. You know, if we open up server script service right here, you're gonna see lots of scripts and all of that. You know, if you guys don't know how to script or understand scripting, you know what I'm saying, I would say you guys go watch some guides and good luck with that. But this is just a Roblox Studio tutorials, you know what I'm saying. You know, I understand these scripts easily, you know what I'm saying. I've been doing this for like 7 to 8 years now, so I'm basically a pro at this, you know what I'm saying. So onto something most important and next, and that is properties. So we're just gonna go back to our part right here. I mean, we don't really need this car dealership anymore, so we're just gonna delete it. Why not? We don't need it right now. It's just in the way of stuff, so we're just gonna delete that. And why is not the delete the parking lot? Okay, let's delete the parking lot as well. So let's delete that. Okay, so parts. I want you guys to focus on the part here that we have right here. So, you know, when you add in stuff or when you're doing a build, whenever you're doing, you know, builds and all of that, you know, you're gonna have problems while building in Roblox Studio, you know what I'm saying? So the properties is here to show you everything about the part. So beside the Explorer, you're gonna open up properties, and once you open up properties, it's going to tell you everything about the part that you have. And most mistakes new players make is not making sure that it is anchored. You can see once you place in something new, it won't be anchored, so you have to go to properties and you have to always anchor this, or your parts will be floating in the game like pixels in the sky. So you guys want to make sure you guys always anchor it. And you could also change the material and the color of the brick right here. You could also do it from the tab right here as well. As you can see, we have material right here and we have color. So we'll just give you an example. Let's just say we want a neon. We want this to be a beautiful bright color, you know, like one of those cyberpunk colors. So we're gonna get neon, and we're just gonna add the neon. You can see neon added to properties. So this is, you know, basically like a more advanced explorer, you know, see what's going on, you know, with your stuff. So when you look into it, you could see all the stuff that you have, you know, transparency. You could make this just 0.50, make it a little bit see-through, you know what I'm saying, reflectance, all of that, you know, make it more brighter. So we're just gonna ignore that for now. So we're gonna keep that at 0 because we don't want it to be transparent, you know what I'm saying. So next, color. As you can see, we have color as well. Oh, I almost forgot color, you know, change the color, you know, looks more beautiful and bright, you know, simple stuff, guys, simple stuff. You guys could make lots of obby, you know, just make sure you have your parts anchored. And even when you're getting systems in the game, you guys want to make sure that they are also anchored, you know what I'm saying. Sometimes the persons who make the system don't anchor their stuff, you know, lazy devs like me. Who said like me? So yeah, you just want to make sure that it's anchored now. So next on the list, guys, is avatar right here. Now avatar is they changed a lot of stuff, you know what I'm saying. But first, before I move on to avatar, if you guys go into game settings, they actually updated this. If you guys watching an old Roblox Studio, and this is where the avatar tab has moved to. So if you guys want to do anything to, you know, change your avatar, you know, you got to go in the avatar tab, which is, as you can see right here. And to change your character from R15 to R6, this is how you do it. You just press the 3 dots on the top and you press R6, R15 and R6. So it's really important you guys know this. You know, some people don't know that. So because they also added, you could add R15 and R6 together as one, which is kind of interesting. You know, I don't know how that works, but it works. I guess R15 and R6 is coming together. That's why they're getting rid of, you know, R6. So this is where you could just, you know, just regular stuff, you know, of avatar, you know, controlling players' avatars, you know, that they don't come in your game with their custom stuff. If you want them to have custom stuff, custom animations, this is where all of this is done in studio, and you guys could just play around and see what is what, and you know, get that started. So that's one thing to know about the avatar, you know what I'm saying? So the avatar settings is right here. So we have character, you know, this is where you could just spawn in your R15. So I'm going to spawn in my character here, and as I spawn in my character here, as you can see, it's a rig. So we could use this character to animate, you know, do some kind of animation that we want, you know what I'm saying? But you know, we're not gonna be animate. This is not an animated video. This is just an understanding of Roblox Studio. So if you guys can't find avatars or want some avatars, you guys could just get it here, and you know, get all of the avatars that you need. So we have setup now. Setup is really simple, nothing really too crazy. You know, you could just set up your avatar, add stuff to him. I guess this is kind of like a new system that they added. I am not sure about this, but you can check body, check face, test and experience, all of that about your avatar, and you can just set up your avatar, you know, make your avatar look good and whatever. You know, there's lots of ways to set up your avatar as well, by just going to the home tab and go into the Explorer and going on the rig. As you could see in the Explorer in the workspace, the rig, we could also edit our avatar here as well by just adding stuff. For example, accessories, we're just gonna remove his chain. As you can see, I just removed his chain, I just removed his stuff, just remove that. So we could just remove stuff from him this way as well through the Explorer. You could also do it through the avatar tab anyway, which is more, you know, easier for you guys. But Explorer is kind of more easier for me, you know. I get to see what's going on, you know, what, you know, you just get to see what's going on and, you know, getting understanding, you know what I'm saying? So on to our next tutorial, we have animation. So I won't show you guys how to animate because this is not an animation vid, but animations is pretty simple. You just click right here, get the stats, yeah, move your hand that way. Trust me guys, I can animate. I do animate, you know what I'm saying? But we're not doing an animation video. So this is where you can just animate your stuff. Yeah, you guys could just learn that for yourself. Maybe I'll do a tutorial on how to animate, but you know, this is just understanding, you know, Roblox Studio, new updates and all of that. So we have accessories as well, not important right now. So yeah, this is basically for the avatar tab. So the UI the UI tab, GUIs. So GUIs, guys, are these stuff on the screen that you're seeing. Sprint and the car system, all of these are GUIs and important. So you guys could edit GUIs with this as well. You know, we could do maybe a GUI tutorial, you know what I'm saying, show you guys how to use GUI. But basically I use GUI through the Explorer tab, you know what I'm saying. It's more easy to control, you know what I'm saying. So if you guys want to, you know, edit your GUI, you guys could use the UI up there to do it, or you could do it in the Explorer tab, you know, because I'm old-fashioned and I only know how to do it through the Explorer tab. That's me. So if you go to start a GUI, you could edit the GUI here. You know, GUI has properties as well. So if you go into properties, you could see everything that's going on, you know, getting understanding of the GUI and all the UI stuff, man. So this is basically, the UI is just basically for newbies, you know, people who don't really know too much, just newbies. These are newbie stuff. We pros, we stick in the Explorer tab, you know what I'm saying. And we don't really use UI. We don't really use UI. All right, we're gonna go to script. All right, let's go to script now. Script. script is really simple, nothing really crazy about script, guys. You know, I'm an OG old guy, you know what I'm saying? So I've never used a script tab really. You know, we've just always just, I mean, it's really important if you guys want to see like the commands, you guys want to have control over your script, find scripts. Yeah, you could find scripts that you can't find. You know, it's really simple stuff, but I'm gonna show you guys basically what is a script. You know what I'm saying? You see, I'm OG, I'm teaching you guys how to do these stuff OG, you know what I'm saying? So we're gonna go into server script service here, and we're just gonna go and press the plus button right here. We're gonna add a script, and boom, hello world script. So yeah, this is one way you could do it, or you know, you could just go to the newbie way and go to the script tab and go on scripts like this, and you know, get a local script or a local model script, any newbie stuff, guys. So I wouldn't really, it's really up to you, man, you know what I'm saying? These are just newbie stuff, bro. If you're a newbie, you guys want to do that, but I'm OG. I live in the Explorer because I'm OG, man. So yeah, we're just gonna move on from scripts. We're gonna go to models. So models is not really too crazy in models, you know, when it's basically the same thing as the home page, but you know, a little bit more advanced, you know what I'm saying? So you got effects. You know, the next cool thing about the model is the effects. You know, we could maybe add an effects to this part. Why not? Let us add an effect to this part. Why not? Let's just do it for the vid. Let's do it to the vid. So we're gonna add an effects to this right here part. So we're gonna go to model, and we're gonna go on model. We're gonna go on effect right here, and we can add all type of effects, fire, explosion, trail, all of that. But guys, I don't like using the menu at the top. It's just really laggy and glitchy for some reason. This is why I live in the Explorer. So if we go to the part that we spawn in right here, and we're gonna add an effect here, we could just search the effect that we want. Say we want fire will comes up, and boom, we have fire added to the part. You're not going to be able to see it because the fire is small. So we're gonna make the fire big by going into properties, and once we go into properties, we're gonna turn up the heat, make the heat just add on a, no, my bad, let's add that of 100. And the size, we're gonna make this size 100 as well. So look at that, beautiful. Hopefully this doesn't crash my game because we are in max settings right now. So yeah, you guys could really, if you guys want to use the model tab at the top right there, it's really up to you guys. But you know, it's more faster, you know, it's more better when you just do it from the Explorer. You know, more fast. You go all the way up here, and you gotta press the effect, and you gotta spawn in that effect. You know, it's really blah. You know what I'm saying, guys? It's really, I rather just add the plus sign and just add in the stuff wherever I want it. You know, it's much better, much easier that way. So we just leave the model tabs. You know, if you guys want to go up there and use the model tabs, really up to you guys. Really up to you guys. Let's move on to plugins. Plugins is also important. You know what I'm saying? They also added plugins beside the view tab right here. So if we press plugins, we can manage our plugins through right here as well. So we have Moon Animator, we got all of these stuff plugins. Unfortunately, guys, I think you have to pay for Moon Animator. At the time when I got it, it was free. So Roblox, you guys actually have to start paying money for certain stuff now. You know, I have some stuff because, you know, I'm OG. I'm OG, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, this is the plugins. You know, plugins you could add to the game, you know. But an important plugin that I have in the game is these. Let me see if I could find it here. It's See, this menu is a bit glitch. You know, once I press it, you know, it just closes it back. That's why I stick to the Explorer. You know what I'm saying? So if we go to plugins right here and plugins folder, so it shows all of your plugins and all. I'm trying to bring up the plugin here. Well, they did say this new studio is in beta mode, so you know I'm expecting beta glitches and all of that. But boom, the animation editor right here, and also the constraint. This is really good to add as well. You know what I'm saying? For I don't want to talk too complex for you guys. You know what I'm saying? But you know, the add constraint, units, text, and scale text, you know, all of these unit conversion, my bad, and scale text, that's really important. You know what I'm saying? Really important. So you know, those are just advanced stuff, GUI, UI advanced stuff, you know, you're gonna need as plugins, you know, for stuff. And also I have this animation editor. You know, this animation editor is kind of more easy for me, you know what I'm saying? I just select the rig, you know, so I don't have any problems while animating. I like to animate like this. You know, people have their different ways of how they animate, but you know, I just like doing it this way. That's just me, you know what I'm saying? So you guys could get different plugins of whatever you want. If you don't want to use Roblox stuff, you know, you can just get the plugins, but you know, it's really up to you guys. So let us go on to view beside plugins. What am I talking about? View. Let's not go to view. View is not important, my bad. Tests. So you guys could start test sessions, test your game, but we're not really going. That's not really important. What is important is device emulator. So device emulator, this is going to show you how games look on mobile devices. So you guys want to make sure that you test your GUIs, that they're all lined up. You know, it's working for laptops, it's working for the smallest phone. Let's go for the smallest phone, the iPhone 4S. You can see it gives different looks. You know, these guys fixed their GUIs, added the constraints, so it would be looking good. You know what I'm saying? So you guys want to make sure before you guys ever publish a game, you know, go and test and look on whatever, man. So yeah guys, this is basically it, really. You know what I'm saying? Lastly, you guys can just go in toolbox and search whatever you want. You know what I'm saying? Not really that important, you know, but these are the most important stuff of Roblox Studio that you need to know. You know what I'm saying? Getting started in Roblox Studio, you know what I'm saying? And you know, they changed up a lot of stuff. As you can see, I'm in the beta feature right now, so you know, it's a bit buggy and glitchy, but this is Roblox Studio in 2026. And you guys wanna also, when you finish building your game, not whenever you're working on a project, just make sure you save to Roblox. Just make sure you're saving to Roblox, alright? And when you're ready to publish the games onto Roblox official site, you just press publish to Roblox. You know, simple stuff. You know what I'm saying? So this is everything you need to know about Roblox Studio in 2026, the new updates and changes. You know what I'm saying? You know, there's more advanced stuff we could go into, like import 3D, but you know, you guys are beginners and I don't think you guys are ready, so we just want to keep it very simple and understanding, you know, just understanding simple stuff. You know, I didn't really go too advanced with the scripts, you know what I'm saying, because you guys wouldn't really understand, you know what I'm saying, guys. But you know, these are just the most important parts of Roblox Studio that you're gonna need to know. And I thank you all for tuning in onto this video, you know what I'm saying, and you know, tuning in and you know, understanding the most important stuff of Roblox Studio in 2026. So if you guys want more videos like this or want more guides, you know what I'm saying, this video is long. You know what I'm saying, I was really contemplating if I should really do this video, man, because I know it's gonna be so long and so time consuming, but you know, I just had to do it. It's 2026 and you know what I'm saying, nobody's not gonna drop one, you know what I'm saying, because devs like to gatekeep, you know what I'm saying, devs like to gatekeep. And guess what, guys, I'm actually still gatekeeping some stuff. You know, I actually gave you guys a little hint. If you guys watched the video truly, I gave you guys a little bit of hints of how Roblox Studio really works. You know what I'm saying? I'm understanding how it works. You know what I'm saying? If you guys want to see more advanced stuff, if you guys want to see me exposing Roblox Studio, no, let's not talk about exposing, man. Hope you guys like the video, like and subscribe. We'll see you in another video, and peace, my brothers.